in your packet?
Oh, I'm sorry, they wrote that.
Okay.
They're down behind there.
Yeah. All right. And currently, is it being used as a garage right now, or
Storage.
storage? And as I look at this picture in particular, is that, where do you want to put this? Right here?
But the addition, the tall part of the barn, we just moved forward 12 feet.
Okay, so you're just going to extend this out? Is that what you're going to do?
Forward from the door out
From the door out which way?
toward the
Rear of the property line?
front of the property.
Over the driveway.
To the right, to the right.
Thank
Over
you.
the driveway.
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Could-
Okay,
Bunch of us.
Well,
This one,
yeah,
over the driveway.
I see.
Tom, could you pull it, do it again?
It's coming out this way, over the
Oh, okay,
driveway.
so this is not gonna be touched?
Right.
No.
I thought you were gonna pull this forward and just wait, so this all is being pulled out?
Just the center section, the tall
Just the
section.
center section.
Oh,
If you look at
The drawing.
the drawing there, you'll see where it says existing and proposed.
I see. Okay, right here, is that the line?
Yes.
All right, everybody see that? This line right here? Existing
I see.
here,
Got it.
proposed is going forward.
okay.
Okay, I understand, all right. Okay, we're going to go to the board. Would you, anything else you'd like to add at this time?
I'm all set.
All right, we're going to go to the board for questions. Susan, do you have some
I'll
questions?
start. The dimensions of the camper, what are the dimensions of the camper? You said you wanted to put, what is a camper inside?
30 feet long.
It's 30 feet long, how high?
It's 11.6.
So this will be, so
It'll fit in the
assume
door.
this is not being touched in terms of height, is that correct?
No.
So it's just, so, in between pulling it forward 12 feet, you'll get your 30 feet to get the camper in? Is that
Yes.
what you're saying? Okay. Is this part of your building visible from the street?
No.
Nothing is visible from the street? So the driveway ends up,
There's a,
Yep, topography map.
I don't know what it's called. It shows, my lot is in the back.
You're a panhandle of
this,
flat.
we're talking about this?
Yes,
Yeah.
so you can't see my house from the street.
Okay,
There's this one here.
okay,
Very long driveway for that dog leg.
100 feet.
okay.
There's this one here in your package, Susan.
All right, that I saw, yeah. Okay, and then I saw this one too. All right. The, other than the camper, you won't be storing anything inside other than you said it's used for storage now. It's not, you don't have any flammable chemicals or anything in there, do you?
Oh, no, no.
Nothing, okay. 12 feet. Okay, no other questions, Mr. Chairman?
Okay. Dick, you have some questions?
Looking at the site plan, the temporary storage building, it shows on there, is that gone?
No, it's still there.
Because it's over the lot line, I guess, right?
A little.
Okay. It would seem to me that it would be logical, especially considering that was supposed to be temporary, that goes away. Especially considering now this building's getting bigger, so.
Will it go away?
Yes.
How many vehicles can you fit in the barn right now?
I would imagine you could get 3 in there.
Do you have a attached garage to the house, too? 2-car? Well, those are a couple of my concerns. It's a big barn that can take a lot of big vehicles, and it's almost a little bit more of a commercial-looking structure, in my estimation, but that's all the questions I have now.
Okay. Tom?
Thank you. Pretty secluded area,
Yes.
graveyards over there, Chandler Gray.
Yes.
Not too many people get up and look around and,
No.
yeah, ask questions. I feel that it's out of the way. It's a big structure. You purchased it that way?
No, I built it.
Oh, you built the whole thing? Oh.
I built the house 30 years ago, and then I
Oh.
built the barn about 12 years ago.
And the purpose for the barn you built was for?
I like playing with cars.
Okay, great, yeah. Yeah, excellent. All right, thank you. That's all I have.
Tom?
Yeah, I visited the site today, and I do want to make one correction to the application. On the second page, the question is this property within the Aquifer Protection Overlay District? And it's checked off no, and in fact, the back side of the property is one of the protected well fields. So it is, so there's an incorrection in the application. But, I suggest that be corrected. Other than that, I see no, I have no further questions about the addition. At first, I was a little confused about the orientation of how that was going to take place, but once on site, it was very clear.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Chairman, I just had one other follow-up question.
Sure, go ahead,
Is that
Ed.
all right?
Yeah.
You mentioned you have a two-car garage already attached to your house,
Yes.
and that's occupied by that's encumbered by your car and your wife's car?
I'm sorry?
Who uses that garage?
My wife.
Okay, then what's in the barn right now? You said there are there three vehicles already in the
I've
barn?
got two classic cars, and
Are
they're,
they stored in that barn now? So the anticipation is you could get a third one in there plus the camper, is that right?
no, I would think the camper would take up the rest of the space.
Okay, so we can assume then the barn would include just the two antique cars plus the camper.
Yes.
Okay, there wouldn't be any other, because it does have a commercial kind of look to it, even though it's not visible from the street. That's not the, whether it's commercial or not, doesn't matter whether it's visible from the street. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. So your cars are parked at the house, you've got your antique cars in the garage, and then the camper would go in the garage.
Yes.
And not in the garage, the barn, I'm sorry. All right, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
May I add something?
Sure, yeah.
Were you aware of the well in the back of your house or anything, or the aquifer running underneath your property, or no?
I'm sorry?
Were you aware that your property is located on an aquifer?
Well, I know the town property is on two sides of me.
Okay,
And I know there's a pump house back there.
okay. And when you work on your cars, do you have hazardous material anywhere that? Or
No.
just- Okay, I
I
was just,
mean, I do change the oil, but I take it to the,
Right.
I recycle it at the dump.
right. Well, our thought is, in the future, in 75 years or so, when you don't own the property, somebody else was going to inherit your property with this enormous facility. So we have to look at that also. So thank you.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm all set.
Okay, we're going to close the hearing to the public and open it up for board discussion.
Actually, I do have another quick
ahead.
question, if I could, of the petitioner. And looking at the picture, so it's this middle section that's going to come out
Yes,
with the new addition, okay. Is that a garage door there, too?
yes,
So there's a garage door there, and then a big garage door for a truck or camper or whatever that you've got
Yes.
here? Okay. And this whole area here is workshop, or what's that?
yes.
Okay. Can cars get in there, too?
No.
Okay. That's not living space?
Oh, no.
Okay. It's a big building.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
It's a bit- It's a big lot.
It is a big lot.
Well, it is a big lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. I'm actually familiar with your property, not from driving up your driveway, but running through your backyard. I see this building here, and I see it occasionally, that path that runs along your property line.
Old Mill
I
Road.
run through there occasionally, and he's pretty secluded out there. But why don't we open this up for some board discussion? Who would like to begin a discussion on this matter?
Mr. Chairman, can I
Susan?
just ask a comment? I don't know how the board would feel if and when we do approve this, that we condition it with the temporary storage building being removed. It's something
Okay.
that Dick brought up, and I support. I don't know whether that would be appropriate or how the board would feel about it, but,
Well, that's something we can certainly discuss, and it may be part of a motion.
right, that's what I meant. Could condition the motion, or include in the motion a requirement that that temporary storage building be removed.
Okay. When it comes time for someone to make a motion, unless somebody's prepared to make one now?
I'd like to see that as well. When especially considering it's on town land.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Discussion, thoughts? Tom, what do you think?
Yeah, well, I believe Mr. Martin had mentioned that to the petition about the storage building, and he was in favor of removing it. Is that what I heard? Yeah.
Sure.
So I think that's a
Okay.
adequate, very adequate.
And how about your thoughts on the petition overall?
Well, I think it's unusual, but the gentleman has a passion for automobiles, and automobiles take up a little bit of space. I'm just concerned about, you know, the next 2 cycles of owners and what's going to happen there. So, you know, we just can't think about today. We have to think about the future. That's part of our job. So, I'm not too sure how you can protect that, but the next person's going to have the ability to do a lot of things there, and he's on an aquifer, so.
Well, he is in a residential district, so
Right.
he is, precluded from doing any commercial
Very
activities.
secluded.
Yeah, well, he keeps it very nicely right now.
Oh, yeah. No, seems like a very, very nice man, and I'm sure he loves to tinker on his automobiles, as I do. If you can do it, that's great.
Okay. Mr. Barron, what are your thoughts?
I have no objection to the proposal for the addition. I do concur with the removal of the temporary storage. Anytime there's an encroachment of a property line, that should be removed.
Okay, all right.
And Mr. Chairman, one other comment.
Sure.
I don't know how we work it into the motion or whether we should, but the correction on the application that says it's not in an aquifer, that needs to be corrected. I don't know if the public record is enough or whether we should include that in the,
We can put it in the decision.
okay.
Yeah. Dick, your thoughts?
I'm okay with it. Like I said, it's a large building, but as long as we get rid of the temporary storage building, and I don't, I was going to say, I was thinking about conditioning it, for this particular owner, but I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense either, so. So I'm okay with what I'm seeing, subject to the couple of things we said.
Okay. Anybody prepared to make a motion?
I will move petition number 4817 as requested, to approve as requested, with the condition that the temporary storage building that encroaches on Town of Yarmouth property be removed, and that the application be corrected to say that it is in a aquifer protection overlay district.
Second.
Did you second?
Yes, I did.
Okay. May I ask one question about the motion? Do we want to suggest a time limit for the removal of that temporary storage? In other words, months, year, whatever?
Immediately.
Well, certainly prior to the addition being built anyways. Yeah, we could add that.
Can we get that
Sure.
removed? Okay. Okay, so we'll just say
Okay.
temporary storage building.
To be removed prior to any construction.
Any new construction.
Okay.
I would suggest that prior or during construction.
Whatever. Do you have stuff in that building that you want to put in this new addition, or will it fit now?
Well, my boat was in that.
Well, I mean, we can, we can wait till the new building's done, I guess, let's say within 60 days after the completion of construction of the new building.
Does
Or the
everybody
new
agree with
addition, I
that?
should say.
Everybody in agreement with that? Okay.
Seems like a very reasonable gentleman.
Okay, I have a motion made by Dick, seconded by Susan, to grant the special permit as requested with the following conditions: that the temporary storage building that's shown in the rear of the property that encroaches on the rear lot line be removed within 60 days of completion of the new
Within 60 days of completion,
completion
from
of
completion of the building.
the new addition,
Yeah.
and that the application, or we could say the decisions, shall reflect that the site lies within the Aquifer Protection District.
That's fine.
Okay. Anyone care to have any discussion on that? Hearing none. The only thing that I would add to it is I do believe that the petitioner meets the criteria under the bylaw, that it's certainly not going to be more substantially detrimental to the neighborhood or the surrounding zoning district. There'll be no undue hazard, nuisance, or congestion created by this new addition as well. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. That carries unanimously. This will be drafted, filed with the town clerk. 20 days must elapse from that date, presuming no one appeals it, which I don't think anybody will. You can come in and see Sandy. She will give you your special permit. You need to take that over to the Registry of Deeds, record it, and return proof of recordation over to her.
All right.
Okay?
Well,
Thank you very much, and good luck with your project.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy camping.
Second here. All right, let me see. The next petition is petition 4815, Adrian Aguilar, 24 Fillmore Road, West Yarmouth, Mass. This structure is in an R40 zoning district. The applicant seeks a special permit under Section 407 for a family-related apartment and/or variance from Section 203.5 footnote C for relief from minimum lot size for two-family dwelling. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you today?
Very good. Thank
Could you identify yourself for the record, please?
you. Yes, my name is Adrian Aguilar. I
Okay.
live in 24 Fillmore Road.
All right. Okay. And this is actually a continued petition. And we have one board member, I believe, that wasn't present at the last hearing.
Correct.
Mr. Barron, but you have certified that you have reviewed the, Sandy, do I have that, or do?
It's right here.
Oh, you've got it, okay. If you could just sign that, Tom, that'd be great. So you'll just sign that.
Today's date is the
8/22.
Second.
All righty, thank you, Tom. All right. Now, I think last time that you were here, as I recall, we asked that you give us some more specific pictures and diagrams, because I think we had a little bit of a problem last time, kind of visualizing what the layout was going to be. We do have some new, or at least I do in my packet. Does everybody have the new pictures? And at the rear, we have two layouts. They appear to be a little different. I presume one is the main floor and one is the basement. Is that
I
correct?
think they're both basement.
They're both basement?
Yeah.
Looks like they're both those are both basements?
Yes,
Oh,
both.
they're both basement. Okay.
Yes.
No illustration of the main floor.
Oh, I see. Okay. What you did is you have one that identifies the actual rooms.
Yes.
And the other one that identifies the square footage of each room. Okay.
Exactly.
I see. And our total square feet is 757, which is less than the 800 maximum allowed. Now, who's going to be living there, did you say?
My sister-in-law.
Your sister-in-law?
Yes.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do now is there anything that you'd like to add right now?
No, just I forget to bring pictures from my office,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to share with you.
Okay. Okay, you have one for each? Oh, very good, thank you.
Thank you.
And these are further interior photos, is that what they are? Okay, well, I'm going to mark that as an exhibit as well. So we'll mark your new photos as Exhibit 1 that you brought us, and the second set of photos as Exhibit 2.
This is not included in the basement apartment. It's totally, apart, but yes, I want to.
Oh, this is what, part of the other house?
Yeah, it's my office.
Oh, it's your office? Okay, all right, we'll put that aside.
It's
Okay.
apart from the
All right.
basement apartment.
Thank you.
That's this here, you're saying, this office here?
Exactly, yes.
Which only has one door?
Yeah, the front door only.
It doesn't have any door into the living areas of the house?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's closed.
So I'm going to just hold this up for everybody to see here. I'm going to just ask, the entrance, is that the front entrance?
Yes, the
right
front
there?
entrance.
So there's our front entrance here,
Yep.
and this would be the rear entrance, so that's your second.
Yes, go to the backyard.
Okay. And those are both for this family-related area?
Yes,
Okay, all right.
This would be the rear door going out?
exactly, yes.
Yeah. This picture is, so this is
Front.
inside the foyer, showing the door going.
Yeah, it's
half
going
a
down,
stair
and
going
the other
down
one is going up.
to the apartment, and half a stair going up to the
Yes.
main house, okay.
Okay, all right, very good.
Is this covered by anything outside, or it's all exposed?
It's covered for a
So
little
there's one of those.
roof, yes, little piece of roof,
Oh, you have a roof over it?
yes.
It's not like a bulkhead door that goes over it?
Mm. Let me see if I can see a picture here.
It's a smaller, there's walls on either side, and
Right.
it is roofed, but it's a separate structure off of the rear of the house.
You can't cover it with, like, you know, the bulkhead covers it?
No, it's not, no. From the,
Right.
from the video, there was a question of whether it was a Bilco.
Right.
And
It's not.
it's not a Bilco.
That was my point, thank you.
Okay, all right,
It's a good walkout exit.
okay, all right, very good.
That's much more comfortable.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to start with some questions, I think, unless you have anything else you'd like to add at this time.
No,
All right. Tom Barron, do you have any questions?
No, I deliberately went to the site to check that back door for entrance and exit. It has a separate pathway to the back, and I assume that it can be accessed through the main front door of the house, which indicates that there's stairs up to the first floor and stairs down to the accessory apartment in the basement. So I see no major questions from my point.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Nicanello?
Thank you.
No, no questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I said thank you, yes. So here you have a stove, is that what I see?
yes.
Yeah. And the fan, exhaust fan goes through the window, half the window's cut out for the extension of the fan. Mhm. And this over here is the refrigerator, I guess? No?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And that's basically a very small kitchen, right?
Yeah, it's very small.
8 by 8. So in your total square foot does not include the office, right?
No,
It's just that, just those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms.
yeah,
the
excluding
hallway.
office.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Dick?
So this picture is the bedroom with the back entrance, is that it?
Exactly, yeah.
So there's no window in the bedroom?
Yes, it's two
On the
windows.
side, there's another window? Okay.
Yeah, it's two windows.
All right. I'm comfortable with this as long as it's strictly a family-related apartment and meets all the criteria in terms of square footage, and you need to sign some affidavits, if I'm not mistaken, confirming that it is a family relation who will be occupying it, et cetera, and certainly not at all in favor of it being deemed a duplex.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Susan, you have some questions?
How big is the actual lot that the house is on?
It's 0.43 acres.
Acres? No.
Point four.
Oh, .4.
Yeah, 0.4.
How many, do you know, how much is that in feet?
About 17, 18,000.
Okay, so
It exceeds the 10,000
Okay,
minimum.
so it does exceed, all right. What about parking? How many cars are going to be there?
About 4.
Right, because Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the current ADU regulation for cars was 2? Is that correct?
2 cars for the family-related apartment.
Right, is that right? Or-
Yeah, I saw at least 4 different spaces for cars. There's one directly in front of the little office, the 180 square feet. And aside of that, there's at least room for 3 cars on a gravel area.
Off to the side here.
Yeah, off to the left side, yeah.
Anything else?
No. I assume all the fire requirements for egress will be met through.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, anyone else have anything else to add? Okay. Did you have anything else to add, sir?
No?
Nothing? Okay. We're going to close the hearing and for board deliberations. And would anybody like to start a discussion on this matter? Dick, what are your thoughts?
What's our family-related apartment under 7?
407,
No, what's the square footage need to be under?
800.
800.
Okay.
He's got
All right, so
757.
apparently, based on this, we're under that. We have a playroom. It did look like the wall was open to the so-called playroom, and then we have a living room, family room, whatever. Kind of a small enclosed picture, kitchen and bathroom, and then the bedroom. So it seems to meet the size criteria. It seems to have the parking area. It's a little funky having this office on more or less the same level and separate from the apartment, but so be it, I guess. I'm not seeing anything that says that this doesn't meet the criteria to be granted a special permit.
Okay. Susan, your thoughts?
As you can see, I'm hesitating. I'm not wild about it, I have to tell you. I don't think it looks great. I think 4 cars is a lot. This is the conundrum of, does it meet the requirement? Yes. Is it the right thing to do? Maybe not.
It's already there.
I know.
Yeah.
It's there. How do we monitor the insurance that it stays in a family-related unit? Those are hard to do, as you know. Mark has a hard time monitoring that stuff.
It's an issue that we have
It is,
townwide.
with everything,
Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree.
We do have a substantial housing shortage, though, so that,
Well, maybe not now that we've got those 3 big units coming up on Route 28. It's not quite as bad as it used to be. It's a neighborhood of modest homes. It's you don't want to start any kind of, chain reaction where everyone starts coming in for an accessible. I think the applicant has made a valiant effort to come back to us and answer our questions. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Nicanello, your thoughts?
Thank you. I think Mr. Aguilar has shown the utmost in trying to prove his case. He's done a remarkable job making us understand the layout of the building. There's also, as I was informed by Mr. Martin last time, the neighborhood does have other apartments, 30 Fillmore, it's in the packet of a related apartment. I believe the applicant has shown that he's going to have his family in there, and I don't really think that it's going to go out of hand, so that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Barron?
I think that the owner has made has done an awful lot of work on this property over the years. It's obvious that it's well kept, and with family in an accessory apartment would make it would just enhance the use of the property. I have no objection to the proposal.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think he's done a good job also. I want to thank you for getting those photos as well as these sketches and diagrams to, better inform the board here so we can make an informed decision on that. I do think the applicant does meet the criteria under Section 407.2, subparagraphs 1 through 9, and again, the requirements of a special permit. So I am in favor of this as well. Is anybody prepared to make a motion?
Mr. Chairman, before we make the motion, could I just ask for one clarification?
Sure.
In this diagram, it says 861 square feet. Is that what is that diagram?
I don't know what that one is.
That was the original one, and they have now,
Reduced it.
We've got
Well,
a new
reconfigured
one.
it.
Yeah.
yeah, they reconfigured it and remeasured it from inside walls, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that one was more of a,
Outside
guess.
From the
periphery type of
outside,
thing, yeah.
yes.
All right.
That may have included the office, too.
I think it does, because it's down here.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we approve petition number 4815 at 24 Fillmore Road to grant a special permit under Section 407 for a family-related apartment.
okay.
Second.
Second by Mr. Barron.
Thank you so much.
Any discussion on that before we take a vote? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Carries unanimous. Now, I see you also,
Draw the variance request, I
yes,
would
you
think.
you requested a variance as well. You don't need that. Would you withdraw that without prejudice?
Yes.
Okay, the petitioner seeks to withdraw his request for variance without prejudice. Do we have a motion?
So,
Yep, so moved.
Second.
Okay. Variance withdrawn. All those in favor, please signify, and that is withdrawn without prejudice, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Carries unanimous. Okay. After the decision is drafted, it's filed with the town clerk, 20 days must elapse. That's an appeal period. I don't think anybody's going to appeal it. After that, you come in and see Sandy. She'll give you your special permit. What you need to do is take that over to the Registry of Deeds and record it, and then bring back proof that you've recorded it to us. Just give that to Sandy. Okay?
Sure.
All right, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Okay.
That was quick, Mr. Chairman.
It was. I'm trying for record time here. I mean, I'll move these things right along.
For permanent chair. I'm nominating
No
Joe.
more 11
Permanent
PMs.
chair.
All right,
what happens when
we
you
have,
show up at a meeting.
yeah,
I'll make a motion to adjourn, Mr.
make a motion to adjourn. We have a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that carries unanimous. We are adjourned. Thank you.